Doria leaked Meghan intend to change Lili's name to Charlotte after Cabinet Office new law about Queen's name. Recently, Doria revealed that the Sussexes are being asked not to use the name Lilibet because they have left the royal family and new rules about using the Queen's name. Faced with this, Meghan came up with the idea of changing her name, Lili, to Charlotte in order to enjoy the popularity of her cousin. The use of Queen Elizabeth's name will be closely protected to preserve the rarity of her title, says new guidance. Pubs, parks, buildings, and businesses cannot be named after her without permission. Applications to use the Queen Elizabeth name will be granted sparingly and must only be used in dignified and appropriate ways. Memorials and community centers are more likely to be approved, but must have strong royal connections. The guidance adds permission to use the royal title or the names and titles of members of the royal family, including the name of the late Queen and other protected royal titles, is a mark of favor granted by the sovereign, acting on the advice of his ministers. Requests that incorporate memorial or remembrance in a proposed name are likely to be looked upon favorably where possible. Communities, organizations, and individuals may wish to mark the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II and commemorate her extraordinary reign through the use of her name and title, for example, by naming a park, garden, or street. The protected royal titles are sparingly granted and strict standards are applied. The Queen died last year in September at age 96. A national memorial to her 70-year reign will be considered in due course. And while it is said that some members of the royal family were less than impressed with the couple choosing to use the moniker, Ms. Brandreth writes that the Queen took it as the compliment it was intended to be. Their rare name, which is based on the way the young Princess Elizabeth pronounced her name when she first began to talk, was very personal and used only by a small number of people, notably her father and husband. The couple, who welcomed their second child on June 4, 2021, decided to call their newborn Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor, now one in honor of the Queen, Harry's grandmother, and his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales. Mr. Brandreth writes that some members of the firm found the use of the name bewildering and rather presumptuous, as it had always been intimately and exclusively the Queen's, but he adds the Queen accepted the choice with good grace. She's reported as saying, "I hear they're calling her Lily, which is very pretty and seems just right." Lilibet Mountbatten Windsor is seventh in line to the throne following the death of the Queen, one place behind her big brother Archie. Harry and Meghan have chosen to keep their children largely out of the spotlight, and a few pictures have been seen of Lilibet. The first official public image of the one-year-old was released on December 23rd last year on the Sussex family's Christmas card. A solo image of Lilibet was released on her first birthday this year during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, or last year rather. More than that, Meghan Markle was blamed for putting Princess Charlotte's life in danger by the media. Writing in his memoir Spare, Harry blames the media for launching a distasteful story around Meghan Markle's poisonous wedding flowers in 2018, penning, "Shortly after announcing our lawsuit, I felt energized by a ghastly story in the Express, how Meghan Markle's flowers may have put Princess Charlotte's life at risk. This latest scandal concerned the flower crowns worn by our bridesmaids more than a year earlier. Included in the crowns were a few lilies of the valley, which can be poisonous to children, provided the children eat the lilies. Even then, the reaction would be discomfort, concerning to parents, but only in the rarest cases would such a thing be fatal." Harry adds, "Never mind that an official florist put together these crowns, never mind that it wasn't Meg who made this dangerous decision, never mind that previous royal brides, including Kate and my mother, had also used lilies of the valley, never mind all that. The story of Meghan the murderess was just too good."